about the war that's raging inside our heads and hearts. I'll say that again, the war that is raging inside our hearts and heads. You see, right now it's a difficult time because we're in anxiety because of what's happening around us in this climate. There could be war in Europe. There could be war beyond. People are feeling uncertain. Others are being sidelined and caught up in just getting back after this pandemic into the regularity of things when the media are filling us with news about war. But here's the thing. There is a battle that rages inside us and it can overtake us. Let me give you this analogy. Imagine if somebody played to you your favorite song. What would that do for you? You'd love it, right? You'd probably enjoy it. What would it do for you emotionally, mentally? Would it make you feel happy? Would it get you excited? That favorite song of yours and you heard it being played. Now imagine if somebody played your other favorite song, your second favorite song, and they played it at the same time, right? Two totally different songs at the same time coming at you. What would that do? Would that be fun anymore? Would that do it for you? Probably not, right? Because when these two things happen at the same time, your two favorite things all at the same time, it can create a clash, a conflict. Some people call it in psychology cognitive dissonance. It's a thing that happens when you start to disconnect and there is a gap in where your intellect and your heart and your mind are. And that's what's going on inside us sometimes. And without us even realizing it, we've got our mind telling us a bunch of things and our senses telling us a bunch of things. And a lot of the times there's a conflict because our senses want us to do certain things, enjoy certain things, eat certain things, drink certain things, look at certain things, taste, touch, smell. Our senses are leading us somewhere and they're drawing us in along with the mind into doing something. And yet sometimes our intellect or our heart is saying, no, that's not good for us. We shouldn't do that. And then we get caught up because we don't know which one to listen to. It's like two of our favorite songs being played at the same time. It's conflict inside us and the war rages. You know what wins? Who wins? It's the side that has the strongest control or dominance over this. What do I mean by this? I mean our body, mind, soul, spirit, that combination over us. That's what it is. And it's not always willpower that wins. Willpower often loses to our senses and the taste and the thrill of the moment, right? And there are other times, haven't you had that situation where, you know, you're being tempted with all these great things, but you're like, no, I'm going to go to this. I got to achieve this goal over here. I got to get this assignment done, or I've got to get this business deal through the wire. I can't join you here for dinner tonight. You've had that rock solid, steely determination because sometimes your intellect has overridden your mind. You know, in the Bhagavad Gita, the ancient Bhagavad Gita, the 5,500-year-old wisdom from India, the analogy is given by Krishna of a chariot and a chariot being propelled by 5 horses. The 5 horses represent the senses, the 5 senses. The chariot represents the body, the human body. The reins represent the mind. The driver of the chariot driver, represents the intellect. And the passenger is, it's us. So when a chariot is not under control, if the horses are allowed to just run that chariot, they will take the chariot, us, the passenger, in any old direction. And sometimes that's not for our best interest. And that creates that conflict inside us. But when the horses, that is the senses, are controlled by the mind is controlled by the intellect, aka the chariot driver. And the chariot driver is directed by spirit, by us, intuition, our true self, the soul, the spirit. Then we're able to direct and go places where we want to go. And then the conflict starts to dissolve as we start to put in place a beneficial hierarchy for our day-to-day experience in life. Otherwise, life shows up and we just have to take whatever comes, right? But we can design things in a way that we take better control of where we go and our destiny, the way we want to shape it, the way we want to drive it, the way we want to go places. And then we allow for entertainment. Of course, we want our senses to enjoy that favorite song, but maybe not two favorite songs at the same time, right? Of course, we want to enjoy and experience life, but at the same time, there's a more urgent need. It's to resolve that conflict. And the key lies in this. How can we learn to strengthen our control over our intellect, our mind, and our senses, and ultimately our body, and therefore our destiny? And that is the vision and the mission and the insights that beautiful books like the Bhagavad Gita and modern works from Eckhart Tolle to so many other authors, Tony Robbins, many others, speak about this, about strengthening our willpower and delving deep into our intuition. And that's one of the lessons I picked up while being away in Mexico. It's about learning to lean into our intuition and learning to detach ourselves from our senses more. So I hope that serves you. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this, your own way of dealing with that little conflict in your mind, that war between our mind, our heart, and our intellect, which is going on inside us, oftentimes completely unknown to us. Leave your comments in the comments below, and I'll catch you very soon. As always, don't forget to check out the podcast and the YouTube channel, Urban Spirituality. I will see you very soon. Peace out. Namaste.